All right, hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you how to graph one of your conic sections with the formulas that are in the class set of the notes on all the different formulas and how to transform them. The reason why you might want to use those formulas instead of the regular conic formulas, like the one that we used here, is because sometimes you want a circle, but you don't want the whole thing. You might just want a part of it. So for example, this section right here, I just want part of my circle, okay? So normally, if I was graphing a circle, I would use the circle equation right here. But because I just want part of it, I want to be able to limit it. And these types of equations won't let you set limits. You can only set limits on functions. So first thing I want to do is, because I have this part right here and it's so close to this formula, I don't want to accidentally click on this and mess things up. So what I'm going to do first is just hide the graph. Okay, so notice here I hit the graph, but I did not delete the equation. So even if I click on that, it's still there, it's just hidden. Okay, if I go to tab and scroll up, there's my graph again. If I want to show it again, I just click on this and it'll pop back up. All right, so for now, let's just hide it. Okay, and then because I want to do a function this time, I want to graph and move it back to function. Okay, and then for this circle, I'm going to use the formula that's in your notes. And let me flip to it. Okay, and it kind of is basically looks like a square root almost, kind of, sort of. So I'm going to start with the square root right here. Excuse me. The first thing I want to have under the square root symbol is my radius and squared. So if this is my circle from here to here, the diameter is probably about almost 2. We'll start with 2 now. So if the diameter is 2, then my radius is 1. So I would put 1 and squared, and then minus my x minus or plus wherever this horizontal center is. So this is my circle, so I want to say my horizontal center is probably at 2.5. 2.5. Whoops, I forgot the minus sign there. There we go. Now, out front in your notes, your K value, what you're moving it up or down, is out front. So because I'm moving it down, I would want it probably, let's see, 2, 4, 6, a -6. So I'm going to do a -6 plus the square root thing. Okay. Wow. And it gives me that weird thing. That looks really, really, really big. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I forgot to square this part right here. There we go. You have to square both your radius, excuse me, and this part here. All right, so now push enter. There we go. And oh my goodness. All right, so if you look, it's way down here. It's kind of close on the radius. It probably needs to be just a smidge smaller, and it looks like I need to move it up 1. So come here, adjust your function. So that I'm going to change to 5. Now my radius, instead of a 1, let's put 0.95, just a little bit smaller than 1. There we go. Wow, that looks really, really close. Okay, now most of you will notice that on the equation you have, right here, you have a plus and a minus. The reason why you have that is because you would put 2 formulas in there. So if I wanted the bottom part too, I would select my equation that I have so far, push copy, go down to my next empty one, push paste, and then instead of having a plus sign here, I would have a minus sign. Okay, and that'll give me the bottom part right down there. Okay, now the cool thing is that because these are functions, I can limit them if I want to. Let me first get rid of this bottom part. So if you notice here, The top part, I pretty much want that whole thing. My bottom part, though, I really don't want it. Um, but I could transform my bottom part to fit this section right here if I wanted to. Um, so there's a lot of things that you can do with your limits. If you have a circle, let's say I wanted the top part completely, but on the bottom part, I just wanted to maybe, let's see, when x is negative, no, positive 2.5 to 3.5 maybe. Okay, then I could click on this, get to the back of my equation, do my limit control equals for the such as line. We said 2.5, right? So 2.5 um, is less than x is less than 3.5. I think that's what I said. 3.5. All right. And guys, because I'm working with my computer, I am doing some shortcuts instead of keeping and going to control equals. I've done that enough. All right, so let's look at it and see. You can see how here I have the top part and I have this little swoop thing here. Um, and then if I wanted to go ahead and move this up here, I could just by changing this from a -5 to maybe -4.5. Okay, there you go. You can see how it's pretty much right there. I'm pretty good at guessing this. Yeah, I might want to limit this so it matches up a little bit better. Anyway, so there's a lots of times where you'll have an ellipse, but you'll only want half of it, or your circle and you only want half of it. Okay, or the hyperbola and you only want half of it. So use the function formulas instead of the conic equations. Okay, anytime you want to limit your conics. All right, hopefully you found this video helpful. Bye.